For tomorrow's class, I want you to watch this movie, which is lesson 2 in unit 2. The lesson is called Common and Proper Nouns. This should definitely also be a review from last year. And again, remember, we're showing you these videos now, so we don't need to spend 20 minutes going over it in class because the information really is a review. Tomorrow in class and on Friday, we are going, or actually tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and then on Thursday, we're going to be completing work about common and proper nouns during our centers. You're going to be completing 2 workbook pages or worksheets, and then you're going to be playing a game, which is Go Fish, using common and proper nouns, and hopefully you know how to play Go Fish. But before we do all of that, let's talk about what common and proper nouns are. When you talk or write about a person in general, or a place or a thing in general, you use a common noun. So you would say city, state, teacher, girl, boy. Those would all be common nouns. Nothing specific. Remember, we just talked about the word specific when we talked about the Rask writing method. When you talk about a particular or a specific person, place, or thing, you would use a proper noun. So maybe this woman here is her name is Mary, okay? And she would be the proper noun, right? The proper noun, this is specific person. If we just called her a lady, right, then she would be a common noun, nothing specific. This would be the general way of talking about this picture. A lady versus Mary. Common would be scientists, okay, or countries. But if we wanted to replace the common nouns with proper nouns, we would say Mary Curie, which I guess is who this is, and we would say Poland, okay, replacing scientists and also replacing countries. Okay, so here are some common nouns: street, city, continent, ocean, building, poet, holiday, month, and day. And then we have the more proper nouns to replace them, the more specific, the more particular version of the noun. So street would be Glades Road. City would be Boca Raton. Continent would be North America. Ocean would be Atlantic Ocean, and so on and so forth, okay? Let's see here. This is something that you really should know, and we will use this with our writing. When you use words for family relationships as names, you capitalize them, okay? Otherwise, you don't capitalize them. Now, let me tell you what I mean. So in the place of the word mom here, notice that the word mom is capitalized here. If you can replace the word mom with your mom's name, okay, this is my mom's name, Patty. If you can replace it with your mom's name, then it should be a capital letter. If you can't replace it, so my dad's name is Barry, okay? If you can't replace it, then you would make it a lowercase. So my Barry teaches chemistry, that doesn't really work, right? So that would have to be a lowercase letter. So let me say it again. Sometimes when we're writing, we're not sure whether we should capitalize or use a lowercase letter when we're referring to family members. Sister, aunt, mom, dad, brother, cousin, things like that. If you could replace that word with somebody's name, then you would use a capital letter, just like you would if you were writing their name. If you can't replace it, like in this instance, it would say, my Barry teaches chemistry, then you would use a lowercase letter. Okay? Let's try it. Which words are common nouns and which words are proper nouns? Okay? So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to get a little piece of paper and write down numbers 1 through 9 and write down whether you think they're common, CN, or proper, PN. So pause the video now and go ahead and do that. Welcome back. Hopefully you've paused the video, you wrote down numbers 1 through 9 on a piece of paper, and you've listed whether you think the words August Face, San Diego, Gulf of Mexico program, Key West School, Moon, and New Year's Eve were either common or proper. Okay? And here are the answers. August is proper because it's a specific month. Face would be a common noun. San Diego would be a proper noun because it's a specific place in California. Gulf of Mexico would be proper because it's a specific ocean. Program would be common, or just, as you can see there, they just wrote N. Key West would be proper as it's a specific place in Florida. School and moon would both be common nouns. And then New Year's Eve would be a proper noun. Okay? And now you also need to know that proper nouns need to be capitalized. So for number 1, you would be capitalizing the I in India. For number 2, you would be capitalizing the T in Thomas and the J in Jefferson. For the monument, you would be capitalizing the S of statue and the L for liberty. You don't capitalize the O in of. For the author's name, Jerry Spinelli, it would be the capital J in Jerry and the S in Spinelli. For the building, Empire State Building, it would be a capital E, a capital S, and a capital B. And for the holiday, it would be President's Day, which you'd capitalize the P and capitalize the D, just like you can see here. Okay? And so that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow in class and on Thursday in class. So hopefully you've watched this video, you have a better idea of what we're going to be doing in class, and then we'll be able to practice during centers when we do the worksheets and when we play Go Fish. See you tomorrow.